Heat lesson, very important question. First question. Heat is a form of energy that was from a body at high temperature to body at low temperature. So heat is what? Heat is a one form of energy. Energy means the capacity to do work, the ability to do work. So to do some work, we need some amount of energy. Not only human being, for missions also need some amount of energy. There are different forms of energies are there: electrical energy, mechanical energy, kinetic energy, potential energy, solar energy. So like that, heat is also one form of energy. What is heat? Heat is a one form of energy. Second bit, when two bodies are placed in thermal contact, heat energy, it will be transferred from hotter body to colder body. So that means when two objects which are having difference in temperature, one is having higher temperature, another one is having lower temperature, then heat energy will transfer from hotter object to lower object, hotter temperature to lower temperature. For example, when we touch a burning candle with our finger, burning candle has high temperature when compared with our finger. So what do you will feel? We will feel heat, means hotness. Why? Because heat energy will transfer from burning candle to our finger, hotter temperature to lower temperature. Candle is having high temperature, finger is having low temperature. So heat is always transferred from high temperature body to low temperature body. Third bit, the state of thermal equilibrium denotes a state of body where it is neither receive nor gives out heat energy. That means when two objects are thermal contact, heat energy will transfer from high temperature to lower temperature until two objects will gain same amount of temperature. That state we call as the thermal equilibrium. So at this stage, the heat is not transferred or the object does not lose the heat energy because the two objects are having same amount of temperature. Fourth one, if you are not feeling either hot or cool in our surrounding, then our body is said to be thermal equilibrium with the surrounding atmosphere. See, we can see when the temperature is high, we will feel more hotness. If temperature is very cool, we will feel very coolness. If there is no high temperature, low temperature between our surrounding and our body, then our body doesn't feel anything, either hotness or cold. What is that meaning? That means that your body and our surrounding both are in thermal equilibrium, both are having same temperature. Fifth one is a very important. Three bodies A, B and C are in thermal equilibrium, the temperature. If B temperature is 45 degrees means what is the temperature of C? Now only we discuss. Thermal equilibrium means both are having, two objects are having same amount of temperature. One is having 45 degrees Celsius means other one is also having 45 degrees because they are in thermal equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium is nothing but both objects are having the same amount of temperature. For example, here see A, B. A is having 0 degrees Celsius, B is having 90 degrees Celsius. Now, when A and B are thermally contact, how does heat energy will transfer? Heat energy will transfer from B object to A object because B is having 90 degrees which is having high temperature. A is having 0 degrees Celsius which is having low temperature. The heat will be transferred from B object to A object until both getting the same amount of temperature. What is the same amount of temperature? 45 degrees Celsius. Sixth one. What is the SI unit of heat? The SI unit of heat is the joule. Joule is represented capital J. The CGS unit of heat is the calorie, CAL, calories. Eighth one, it's also important. 1 calorie equal to. What is meaning of 1 calorie? 1 calorie means nothing but the amount of heat is required to rise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. See, to rise the temperature of 1 gram of water, we need some amount of heat. How much heat is required? 1 degree Celsius. So that amount of heat is required to rise the temperature of 1 gram of water is called calorie. 1 calorie equal to 4.186 joules is also very important. 1 calorie equal to 4.186 joules. 10th one, temperature is the quantity. Temperature is a quantity. It denotes that which is the hotter body, which is the colder body. So what is the difference between temperature and heat? Heat is a form of energy. It transfers from high temperature to lower temperature body. Temperature means what? It is the quantity which denotes which is the hotter object, which is a colder object. The SI unit of temperature is Kelvin, and it can also express in degrees Celsius. Units are very important. Heat, SI unit of heat is joule, CGS unit of heat is the calorie, SI unit of temperature is the Kelvin. 12th one is also important. 0 degrees Celsius equal to 273 Kelvin. Last time this bit came in the TET exam. 0 degrees Celsius equal to 273 Kelvin. So 13th one, what is the relation between Kelvin and Celsius? Temperature in Kelvin is equal to 273 plus temperature in degree Celsius. 14th one, this is also very important. If the temperature given in Celsius, you have to convert in Kelvin. How to convert in Kelvin? Formula: Kelvin is equal to 273 plus degree Celsius. Here how much they given degree Celsius? 20 degrees. That value we have to substitute in the formula. Then we will get 293 Kelvin. 20 degrees Celsius in Kelvin is the 293 Kelvin. 15th one, if the temperature is measured in Kelvin scale, that temperature is called as the absolute temperature.